Spawn, a demon from hell. Al Simmons, in exchange for seeing his wife again in the living world, offers his soul to Malbolgia, a Hell Lord, to become a Hell Spawn. From fighting street-level thugs to androids to godlike beings, Hell cannot measure the depths of his strength. Spawn was gifted demonic power after shaking the devil's hand, with this magic giving him a vast amount of abilities. Most famously, Spawn can regenerate his entire body. He has telepathy and can even manipulate memories, as Spawn can even fabricate and manipulate his own memories and project them into the minds of others. Spawn can induce a supernatural fear, with Spawn also being able to attack his opponents without consciously making the decision, or pretty much having his own version of mastered Ultra Instinct. Spawn is able to reflect any type of projectile fired at him at the exact same speed. Spawn gets even more powerful as he goes through changes or post-metamorphosis Spawn, with Spawn being able to take on Heaven's answer to a Hell Spawn, a Redeemer, with Redeemers being beings infused with heavenly matter used to fight against the forces of Hell, with these answers from Heaven being blessed with light-based abilities that Spawn can react and dodge casually. But this is only a mere fraction of the immeasurable depths of Spawn's strength, as Spawn takes on his own devil and kills the ruler of Hell, Malbolgia, with Spawn being offered the crown of the 8th circle, and even though he denies, Spawn still receives vastly enhanced powers and commands Hell itself, with Malbolgia being a demon who's stated to be stronger than Heaven's strongest angel. And even in a weakened state, this angel was able to survive the anti-creation attacks from Kron, with these attacks being so powerful that it's able to wipe away multiple solar systems from existence. But it's not over. Spawn's previous abilities are upgraded as a result of feeding off the sins of the entire world, with Spawn's mind abilities now being able to corrupt and distort all 5 human senses, with Spawn even being able to stop the flow of time whenever he wants. Spawn also has the strange ability of drawing the evil from his opponents, turning them into tangible beings that can actually attack and kill them. Spawn has spiritual acid that he can bathe on his opponents that can turn their soul into nothing, with Spawn also being able to spawn an army of Hellspawn to do battle with him in major confrontations, which is absolutely terrifying, considering a young and inexperienced Hellspawn is still considered a deadly combatant and one of Hell's strongest warriors. Spawn's mental resilience is one of the greatest I've ever seen, as he was able to withstand and experience all the horrible and atrocious memories of every person on Earth. But now Spawn finds himself face to face with a being that not even all of Heaven and Hell dared to fight. And Spawn is going to defeat him to show that he's the strongest. Urizen, a being older than Heaven and Hell itself, older than such petty things such as words or memories. This being is so powerful that it took the combined forces of Heaven and Hell to finally defeat him, with both realms finally agreeing on something, that they never want to see this demon released again. Spawn gets into an encounter with this beast, with Urizen being so strong that just his presence alone can make everyone around him go insane. However, for some reason, Spawn is different, with Spawn being able to resist his insanity aura, and Urizen even attempts to eat Spawn's soul, but he won't allow it. Spawn is able to resist getting his soul eaten by Urizen, most likely due to his immeasurable amounts of spiritual energy, as Spawn himself holds an infinite number of dead souls within his body. With the battle finally ending, as Spawn is able to seal Urizen again, using all the power of Heaven, Hell, and the mortal realm, showing just how strong he's truly become, with Spawn's strength stretching beyond the Hell King Malbolgia, who is stated to be the most powerful Hell King in history and was even credited with bringing havoc and destruction across billions of dimensions, with each of these realms being described as a patch of infinity, with the 8th realm in particular being stated to have a bottomless floor, which is consistent as there are realms in heaven that are described as having infinite horizons. This is important considering Spawn can now create and destroy the entire 8th realm of Hell, along with the capability of being able to rewrite the realities of infinite universes, with Spawn's ethereal essence at this point being so strong that just leaving hell obliterated every concept of time that exists. Spawn's strength increases 100 times over every single time his heart beats. The strongest beings in the entire verse are God and Satan themselves, with the Mother of Existence explaining that the only way to stop God and Satan from bringing back Armageddon, Spawn needs to travel back to the Garden of Eden, defeat the beings known as the Disciples, and then eat the forbidden fruit within the garden. Then and only then will Spawn have the power to kill God and Satan themselves. Spawn travels to the Garden of Eden and defeats all of the disciples, and now he has the forbidden fruit in his hands that can make him a god. Spawn eats the forbidden fruit, and what comes out is a hell spawn that achieved divinity, with the power in his hands to reach the gods, and stealing my name, but I guess it's kind of fitting, Divine Spawn. With Spawn gaining abilities that places him equal with God and Satan, with Spawn fighting God and Satan directly, however their battle would be eternal. Spawn decides that there's only one way to end this. Spawn defeats all the armies of heaven and hell by himself, and then allows himself to be killed. However, Spawn resurrects himself from the dead, and recreates an entirely new universe, leaving God and Satan in the empty universe to fight for eternity. Spawn and the Mother of Creation merge their beings together, becoming the ultimate life form in all of existence, with Spawn becoming everything, as he's the living embodiment, the concept of everything that was, is, and will ever be, the pinnacle of the cosmology. This is truly Spawn's world, with the Mother of Creation that Spawn merged with being the one that created God and Satan. But they aren't the only ones, as she created an infinite number of children, with each one being equivalent to the power of God and Satan, with each one having their own infinite universe. With Spawn becoming one with this being, he now has access to every ability in the entire verse, with there being an infinite number of universes, along with an infinite number of multiversal beings. And Spawn rules them all. Overall, Spawn would scale to outer versal with a relevant speed. In the end, Al Simmons has come a long way since making a deal with the devil, and now has strength to take on God and Satan themselves. After fighting this hell spawn, you're going to hell. And tell him Spawn sent you. What's up guys, it's Divine. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And make sure you guys go follow the TikTok and join the Discord server. All the links for those will be in the description. And tell me in the comments, what is your favorite Spawn quote? And how do you hope to defeat a demon that was spawned from hell?